of Liberty.
Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Inherently and historically oppose the secret society.
We, as Americans, have the capacity now, as we've had in the past,
long ago,
to do whatever needs to be done
and unwarranted
to preserve this last and greatest bastion of freedom.
far outweigh the dangers
In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
And we're back.
Power went out.
Power went out. We have restarted the stream, so if you're here for this one, go back and watch the first part of the Orange Indictment, because this is literally just picking up where we left off. So,
Pot dose.
part deux. Or as Winval would say, Formula 1. Formula 1.
Double
Ein, Swine.
Anyway, so picking up where we left off, we were talking about the indictment of Donald Trump for the January 6th involvement, which we've already all agreed that it's bullshit and that it should have never happened. But the king of it's bullshit and it should have never happened, my man Vivek Ramaswamy has decided to sue the DOJ, and I am, quite frankly, here for it.
Real man of genius.
That's right, my man Vivek. I still love that.
Yeah, it's pretty
And I'm
awesome.
liking it.
Well,
Sure. So now I'm
Yep.
speaking in my capacity as a presidential candidate here. I am running for U.S. president in the same race that Donald Trump is running, and I would have made very different decisions than he would have made. But a bad judgment is not the same thing as a crime, and I think it sets a dangerous precedent in this country for the party in power to use police.
it's not coming through the TV, is it?
Is that remote for this TV? It is coming through the TV.
I don't know. Continue.
Force to arrest its political opponents during an ongoing presidential election on the basis of untested legal theories.
Weird.
And so I stick to the same principle. I just want to know the truth from the government. What did Joe Biden tell Merrick Garland? What did Merrick Garland tell Jack Smith? We deserve to know.
What
A
did the
little over a
Green
month
Lady
ago,
do to
I filed a Freedom of Information Act
McConnell?
request under the law, giving a specific time horizon and timetable to the U.S. government to turn over records to the public. Whatever the facts are, I think we, the public, deserve to know. They did not abide by that timeline. That then gives me, as a citizen, standing to sue in federal court. And yesterday, that's exactly what I did, while also earlier today filing a new FOIA request relating to the most recent indictment to know the same. We're told we have a special prosecutor. Great. The government should be transparent about all communications between the White House and Merrick Garland, and between either of them, Merrick Garland or Joe Biden and Jack Smith. And I think the public will be better off for, yes, knowing the truth. And whatever the truth is, yes, we can
All right, before we
handle
exit this,
the truth.
kind of scroll back a little bit, like pause it, but just scroll back. Just scroll back. All right. I just want to take a minute to acknowledge his security guys here. Like, they are all with the aviators just looking like...
This is completely irrelevant.
I'm just making a point.
You made me back up for this.
I'm just making a point, man. They're all looking kind of badass. But yet, somewhat average.
Okay, first off, that's not the important part of this at all.
No. But
Joe
that does look like...
being Joe.
That looks like Candace Owens over there.
It does, actually.
I was going to say the same thing.
Can we stop talking about the people and talk about the content?
Yeah, just a minute. I'm just saying it for a minute.
No. You distract from what was just said.
Well, that's because I guess I have ADD or something. I'm sitting here looking at these guys.
Smell like failure.
Fed.
No, a Fed would
We've
be
been
like
infiltrated.
a Fed would be saying we should go into the White House.
Jesus Christ, it's so loud.
That is loud. I'm going to have to trim that one, I think. Just to the FBI open up.
I think if anybody was not a Fed, it would be me.
That's exactly what a Fed would say. So Vivek is right. There should be complete transparency as far as this goes, because at the end of the day, we already have a massive distrust for this administration and this government. They're not helping their case in any way when it comes to being secretive about the communications between Merrick Garland and Joe Biden and Jack Smith, Merrick Garland and Jack Smith. They're just not being transparent enough. And it is not a good look. It is not a good look at all. Now, here's the problem with Jack Smith, right? Jack Smith has a history of being a failure when it comes to prosecution. And there's no better way to show this than his special counsel status that led to the indictment of the ex-Virginia governor, Bob McDonnell.
My God, Bob.
And it really just shows you he brings specious charges. That's it. That's all he ever has done. So,
in this case, revolves around Governor McDonnell. He received $175,000 from a businessman in Virginia in loans and gifts. The government argued this was quid pro quo because after receiving those gifts, he set up meetings with officials in the government, but McDonnell's lawyer argued that he never put his thumb on the scale, that he never influenced any government decisions. And today, the High Court said that while this may seem unseemly, it doesn't necessarily constitute a criminal act. It says there is no doubt that this case is distasteful. It may be worse than that, but our concern is not with the tawdry tales of Ferraris, Rolexes, and ball gowns. It is instead with the broader legal implications of the government's boundless interpretation of the federal bribery statute. Now, important to note, the High Court left open the possibility that this could be retried, but it said the jury would have to have more narrow instructions throughout the conviction because it said the jury's instructions were too broad. And so it could go back to a retrial, Jake, with more narrow instructions for the jury.
Again,
now to the...
That's it kind of sounds like what he's done with Donald Trump. Really specious charges that are, saying that the election is stolen isn't necessarily a crime. It's kind of hard to convict somebody over their First Amendment right to free speech.
Yep.
Sorry, can't do that. That's not how this works. So, it's, at some point it's all got to come to an end. This cannot continue.
Like we've said, this is Banana Republic bullshit.
It is Banana Republic bullshit. It is the definition of Banana Republic bullshit. Joe, why is the light not on? Is it dead?
The transcripts of the House...
You had one job. You couldn't even do that. Unbelievable. Smells like failure.
Hand me the remote. It's right there in front of you, Lonnie.
Smell like failure.
I'm gonna need that bottle opener.
There we go. Again, I had it on the thing. I guess the motion sensor. Shit. All I did was barely tap it. Just whoop. Damn. Mine gets loose. I don't like that.
It's all the pressure that you put on it from your nose whistle. Give it a Missed that button.
Oof.
Baby.
That's what Joe's nose sounds like. Oof.
First off, Joe, did you rip ass over here?
No.
Don't lie to me, boy.
And maybe my breath. I did make burgers with onions for lunch, and then
I missed that button too.
You had a cooter board.
I've had
Light went out.
yeah.
He had a shark coochie board.
Light went out. What the shit? Bunch of bullshit.
You know what? How about
just
next
leave
week?
it off?
How about
just
next
leave
week?
It off.
You just worry about that before the show starts.
I did.
Clearly not.
There's two settings. See, there's a motion sensor, and then there's like remote.
Stupid.
Damn light. I think we're just getting algoed.
Why?
Light went out. Power went out.
Nah.
Government hates us, which I'm okay with.
We hate them too. Anyway, so now we move on to. Well, okay. So first off, are we all in agreement that what they're doing with this January 6th indictment on Donald Trump is
Waste
just bullshit and waste of time?
Yep.
Okay. Good.
Wasting taxpayers'
Fantastic.
dollars.
Protecting Joe Biden. That's
what they're doing. They're protecting Joe Biden. They're protecting Hunter. They're doing everything that they can to make sure that Donald Trump can never be elected again.
Yep.
And they're just making him stronger again.
Yeah, the fundraising dollars prove that.
Yeah. So now we move on to something that is pretty damning for Joe Biden, which is the Devin Archer testimony. Yep.
If you're unaware, Devin Archer
was the former business partner of Hunter Biden.
At what?
At a lot of things.
Well, it was Rosemont Seneca or whatever. Is that what the firm was
That's
called?
one of them, yes.
Yeah.
It's not a good look in any way. So let's go ahead and roll this one.
The transcripts of the House Oversight Committee's interview with Hunter Biden's business associate, Devin Archer, were released this morning. The committee questioned Archer Monday to gain insight into the Biden family's business dealings. CBS News senior investigative correspondent Catherine Herridge is following this story for us from Washington. I bet you I'm thinking this was interesting reading, Catherine. There's a lot of speculation about what this individual would say. And also, isn't he sort of due to turn himself into jail? He's got his own legal issues to deal with. Yes, thank you very much. So, Catherine, what do the transcripts tell us?
Well, first off, Emery, I would say that it's several hundred pages in length, and I'm still reviewing those pages this morning. Devin Archer is scheduled to go to federal prison, but I would remind people that this deposition was essentially under oath, and if he misled Congress, that would leave him open to prosecution for criminal perjury. One of the headlines I've seen so far is that Devin Archer did tell congressional investigators that he felt that this was about the Biden brand, and he testified in his view that Joe Biden had brought the most value to this brand. And he also testified about these speakerphone calls where Hunter Biden would put his father on speaker when he was with business associates. He did not see them discussing business transactions, but he said this was part of a pattern of sending signals about the family's influence and also issues of access.
Why are Democrats and Republicans?
So, you mean to tell me that the claims of influence peddling have been true all along?
Did you put in this little snippet area about how before he came out with this, there was not a set date for him to?
No, I didn't put it in there, but we'll talk about it. So, at the beginning of the clip, she did talk about, he's got his own give it
true international effort to pressure.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Oh man,
she looks fucking baked right now.
She does. That's hilarious. That's a great place to stop it. So, first off, Devin Archer had his own legal problems. He's already in legal trouble. Lying to Congress is not going to help his case at all. Second off, They tried, like, at last minute before he testified in front of Congress to have him turn himself in early, and then they walked it back and said, no, that's not what we were trying to do. We weren't trying to make him turn himself in before he could testify. That's definitely not what we were doing.
Bullshit?
Yeah.
Well, so supposedly, I think I heard the other morning was he did not have a set date to turn himself in.
He doesn't, or he didn't.
And then when he decided to testify,
all of a sudden they're requesting a date.
Yeah, exactly.
Oof. Indeed. Oof size mega.
Corruption much?
Definite corruption. Hey, whoa. Fucking Fed. I'm trying to incite a violent insurrection.
FBI, open up!
How did that computer end up coming back on?
Because the power supply lost power, so it turned back on whenever the power supply regained power. They always do that.
This one didn't.
FBI, open up!
This one didn't.
No, this one didn't, which is weird.
Because this one's shit.
Yeah, it is probably because this one's a piece of shit.
I'm really liking these new buttons.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So now we've got like the computer and the AC mobile AC unit just like.
We're gonna have to stick like a noise gate on these things.
I need to send Beth a message to come in here and dump the water out of that jar.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's about to. Yeah, you ain't got much.
If it ain't already.
No, it's not already. It's still at the bottom of the neck.
Yeah, you got like this much.
I've been meaning to drill a hole on the little thing so it just goes outside, but
yeah, well, you hadn't done that, so anyway.
Smell like failure.
Yes. Again, so they're trying to play this off as well. There was nothing here. He didn't, definitely interact with Hunter's business partners. Blah, 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 blah. Exactly. The goalposts have shifted so many times. It's not even fucking funny anymore. Like at the end of the day, you have to admit that Joe Biden is a corrupt.
And here's the thing:
is a corrupt president.
I could understand if it was a Clinton, because then you had something to be worried about. What do you got to be worried about with Hunter and Joe Biden?
Oh, you got to worry about Barack Obama.
Oh, it's true. Which I saw a thing today that said that he likes men.
Yes.
Did you see that?
He had a love letter that said he wishes he could make love to men.
Who said this?
Barack Obama.
Makes sense because Michael.
Because Michael, a.k.a. Michelle.
She do be kind of looking masculine.
But did you ever? I don't know if we ever talked about it. Did you ever hear of the guy that came out and talked about how he gave Obama a blowjob while Obama did cocaine?
No, never.
You never heard about that guy? And then he come up dead.
I will say this: that was a crispy sounding smack on the mic.
It was.
I could hear it.
Yeah, and then after he came out and said that, he came up dead.
Weird. Speaking of Obama, the chef. Supposedly, I heard that they misplaced his blood samples with a batch that was set to be destroyed.
He was trying to catch a rock lobster.
Ruh-roh, rock lobster.
Larry Sinclair.
I don't know.
YouTube Larry Sinclair. I might do him on Joe's Conspiracy Corner one day.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
It's interesting.
Speaking of Conspiracy Corner, do you even have one tonight?
I can do Larry Sinclair tonight?
No, you can't.
Why?
I am not dealing with the... Hold on, let me look at this.
Then no, I don't.
Okay.
Thank God.
Thank God. Anywho, moving right along, the Devin Archer stuff is pretty damning. And if you go to the next link, it's actually the transcripts from Devin Archer and his testimony. Show notes.
I know.
Top.
I'm trying to be this one.
Yep. Go ahead and share that. There's so much here that I skimmed a lot of it, but
holy mother of pearl,
there is a lot.
141 pages.
Yeah, but also look at the spacing and how much content is on each page. There's not a whole lot there. Excuse me. So I mean, again, you're gonna have to go to like page 20 to get to anything.
Bye. Have a wonderful day.
Goodbye. Okay, you can stop right there. So, is it correct that Hunter Biden also received his share of the board payment into the Rosemont Seneca Bohai account? Yes, that's correct. And if we look at the top page and kind of in the header here, it has Rosemont Seneca Bohai, CO Devin Archer. Hunter Biden was not on this account, correct? He was not. He was not on the account. How is it that Hunter Biden became a board member of Burisma? The Hunter Biden became a board member because when I came back from when I started my tenure there, and we hired him as counsel, quite frankly, and then he was counsel, and that went on for, I don't know, maybe 2 months, and he developed a relationship with Vadim and Mykola, and I think they had a different design. There was a meeting in Lake Como at an economic conference. What do you know about that meeting? That meeting, I was there at the conference. I was not involved in the conversation that they had, but out of that meeting, it was decided that he was going to move into a board role. Weird. Kind of sounds like it was because his last name's Biden. Not only that, but, there are instances that they discuss in this where they're talking about, my guy. I'm sorry, when you're talking about your dad as it relates to anything that you're doing in a business role, are you going to call your dad my guy?
Yeah, my guy means he pulls weight in your decisions.
Yeah.
That's like if someone's like, hey, I got a flat tire.
Let me go get my guy.
Let me get my guy on it. I do business with him.
Yeah. That's what my guy means. My guy is not slang for my dad.
Yeah, I've never once referred to my dad as, hey, my guy here.
No. I mean, I've referred to my dad as, hey, I know a guy.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Sometimes my dad has things that people want. And it's like, hey, I know a guy that has that.
It's interesting. Every time we have a president that has a business somewhere, we end up going to war in that place where the business is.
Well, first off, we didn't go to war. We're just funding the war.
At the moment.
Second off, I'm 90% certain that we have operators in the country operating.
I'm sure we do. I'm sure they're black agents, but...
Here's the thing, though. Like, none of this would have happened, in my personal belief, if we had not precipitously pulled out of Afghanistan.
Yeah. I believe
that's the main reason for the war in Ukraine, I think, because Putin saw that as weakness.
Yep. Well, and I think he respected Trump too. He does not respect Biden at all.
No, nobody respects Biden. Biden doesn't even respect Biden.
I don't even think Biden knows Biden.
I hate you so much, old man, I'm going to shit in my pants.
True international effort to pressure.
Yeah.
That's what Putin's not scared of.
How could you be?
No,
I'm not scared of him.
It's like,
FBI, open up!
Sorry, we're getting raided.
I heard a thing the other day where supposedly Joe Biden yells at some of the people that work for him and stuff, and I'd be like,
oh yeah, that's an old report that came out a couple of weeks ago.
If I was one of them people, I'd be like, shut up, you old man.
First off, go take a nap, Pop.
Eat some
nobody fucking cares. Yeah, eat some chocolate chip.
I'm not about to have a degenerate old man talk to me like that.
Well, no. At the end of the day, the Devin Archer stuff is damning. It is not good. What are you doing?
I was wondering if there's any more.
Yes, there are still 4.
4?
Unless you've had 2.
I have.
Oh.
And there are 3.
Then there are 2.
Oh.
Because I'm on my second one.
Oh.
Huh? No, I'm good. Appreciate you. The pizza has done its job of absorbing the alcohol.
There's 2 left, my lord.
There's 3 left. There's 2 left, my lord. Pick 2. Pick number 2.
Pick number 2, my lord. Daddy, do the roar. Do it.
Anyway, do it. That's one that we need too. Palpatine. Do it.
More.
We need a lot of buttons. We got a lot
really
of open
do.
spaces, though, so...
We got 5 spots open right now. And then that other page, you know, we got plenty of room.
Because we can lay these out this way.
And we need like a little fart sound, like a little...
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
Because if you have multiple per slot, like per section, you can just go this way.
Fair enough. Section. Yep, that's fair enough. Hey, man. User
True
feedback.
International under pressure.
User feedback is important.
Yep, and I know Joe ain't gonna do it.
You are the end user of that, so...
I was actually pretty decent at it that night, but not really.
Joe, shut up.
Joe, you can't even put together a conspiracy corner.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I've been busy.
I'm kind of retarded. Liar!
I've been busy.
Liar!
That's not a lie.
Bro, I got literally 16 days
That's
before
what
my
you've been
first
busy
class. I'm about to be busy
wait.
as shit.
I say you just wait.
That's what he's been busy with.
FBI, open up!
That is what he's been busy with. Informing. All right, so, I mean, we're not going to go through all this Devin Archer testimony because at the end of the day, there's a lot. And if you're really interested in what Devin Archer said in Congress, I suggest you just go watch the Tucker Carlson interview.
Yeah, that's very, that sheds a lot of light.
It really does. Lonnie knows more than I do because he's watched more of it than I have. But, I mean, from what I've seen, he basically point blank says there's no doubt that the Bidens
and why does he have
are corrupt.
And what does he have to lie about?
Nothing. He's already going to jail.
Right, like...
I mean, there's no point in lying at this point. He's already in enough trouble as it is. So, let's go on to the next video. I think it is actually part of yeah, it's part of the Tucker interview. So,
which, might I add, Tucker is fucking killing it.
He is. He is killing it, and I'm glad that he is. He's doing well for himself.
Did you see the little trick I did?
No.
See
Did you
this?
mute it?
You mute it before you close
the
first
video,
video, and they'll all stay muted when you open them. Just
I knew that.
Future reference. It's hard to remember that, but once you remember it, you're like, I'm pretty fucking smart.
All right, so check this out.
To be, completely clear on the calls, I don't know if it was an orchestrated call in or not. It certainly was powerful, though, because, if you're sitting with a foreign business person and you hear the vice president's voice, that's prize enough. I mean, that's pretty impactful stuff for anyone in the world.
So pause it. Here's the thing, right? So America is a unique case in which being a politician doesn't really give you that much influence.
Nope.
It does give you influence, but it doesn't give you influence in the same way that all of these other countries, like Ukraine, whose politicians are historically corrupt. It doesn't give you the same kind of pull as somebody in one of those countries would. But when you're talking to a foreign leader or a foreign businessman who's used to dealing with corrupt politicians, you automatically assume that, president, he's going to have a lot of pull in his country.
Yep.
Well, it's not true. In the United States, at least.
Right.
In other countries, it can be. So, I mean, Joe Biden knows this. He's not...
Remember,
he
was
is stupid, but he's not that stupid.
He was assigned Ukraine.
And we're going to get into that, too, because...
Remember that. So, he's got some knowing that's going on there. He knows what's going on there.
He has every inkling of what's going on in Ukraine. And a lot of people don't know what they're going to find out if they're watching this show in short order. But at the end of the day, Devin Archer, again, there's not really anything that he stands to gain from lying about this.
No.
He's already going to jail.
Yeah. Well, and
I mean, at the end of the day, he's going to jail. That's all there is to it.
And the thing is, granted, you can't really, unless you're some, professional with body language and speech structure and all this stuff. But he comes across as really genuine about it in this interview.
He does. And
you can tell, you watch, Director Ray when he's going through his
He
stuff.
looks extremely nervous. It looks like he's about to shit his
Like,
pants.
he's laughing with Tucker.
Yeah.
In this. Like,
he's super relaxed.
He's super relaxed. He's calm. And I'm sorry, if you're trying to lie,
you're not.
Those emotions don't come out very genuinely.
No.
And in this interview, after like watching it, that's kind of what I focused on mainly. The first time I watched it was just kind of how he was. I mean, look at him. He's got his legs crossed. He's got his hands in his lap. He's relaxed. That's a relaxed sitting position. He's not like legs apart. He's not bouncing. He's not fiddling with his hands.
But here's the thing. If you were to watch me talking to somebody like that, like right now, my legs are bouncing.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm constant. I can't sit still. It doesn't matter if I'm being honest. It doesn't matter if I'm being dishonest. Nothing. I cannot sit still.
But that's what I'm saying. But typically, that's not a sign of being relaxed. But if you were lying to someone, you may not be bouncing your leg or something.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean,
you
most
may
of
be
the
really
time,
stiff and rigid.
I have found though that if I cross my legs, I don't move them quite as much. Like how he's sitting. If I do that, I might move one of my feet, but it's like just a rhythmic thing. And just relaxes me, but I don't have to be moving both of my legs.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, I agree with you. As far as Devin Archer's concerned, he looks like he's being truthful to me. Like, I don't see anything that would say that guy's fucking lying. I mean, other than the fact that he was business partners with Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's
your first red flag right there.
He's obviously not a good dude.
No, he's obviously not a good person, but he's doing the right thing here.
Yeah. And commendable.
That, you have to commend somebody for doing the right thing. But, all of this, all it says to me is because of the Trump indictment that happened the day after the testimony, they're chasing the right dog or the right. They're chasing the right leads.
That dog might hunt.
That dog is hunting. And it's scaring the shit out of the Bidens.
Joe Biden is that dog sniffing because he's got a good sniffer.
Yes.
I smell kids.
Speaking of Joe Biden and dogs, the fucking
oh my gosh,
dude, his dogs are fucking menaces.
His dog attacked the
Secret Service. Sent two to the hospital.
Oh my!
At least, like what the dude. Quit getting dogs from the Ukrainians, okay? Stop.
Quit getting these dogs with fucking Vietnam PTSD, man. Jesus
Christ. Anyway, so we can continue this. It's only a minute long, so. This is the juicy one.
Yep. Dear Devin, I apologize for not getting a chance to talk to you at the luncheon yesterday. I was having trouble getting away from hosting President Hu Jintang was running China at that point. I hope I get a chance to see you again soon with Hunter. I hope you enjoyed lunch. Thanks for coming. Sincerely, Joseph R. Biden Jr. P.S. Handwritten, happy you guys are together.
Well, Ultra MAGA
first off,
is the first red flag.
The first mistake was the fact that you chose Ultra MAGA as the I don't trust him post.
Look, and here's the thing. I support Trump. I like Trump a lot. Probably a lot more than probably you.
But you're not in the Ultra
So
MAGA.
here's the thing. Again, I liked his policies. I did not like him.
Right, but even that, I liked him. I'm still pretty certain I liked him more than you did.
Well, yeah, for sure.
But the point is you're not an Ultra MAGA.
Yeah, but I'm not.
You're not Ultra MAGA.
I'm not an Ultra MAGA guy. Like if he did something that was wrong and it was very blatant and obvious, I'm going to call him out on his shit.
Yep.
These people, he can do no wrong. He's almost like a messiah to
See,
them.
the Ultra MAGA people are the people that believe in the QAnon stuff.
Yeah, see, it's a little bit weird.
Speaking of, I saw more shit yesterday.
Oh, God.
From the QAnon groups.
So
like, there's still people that think that they are saving the kids or whatever.
Yeah, fuck off. So, what is your take on the letter?
So it's a little weird. I mean, he He's meeting with another leader of a country, and he takes the time to write this guy.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? This guy is working with your son. If you have no dealings with this business and you don't really care if it profits or, declines, why are you making it a point to write him a personalized letter?
With the PS handwritten, happy you guys are together.
Yeah. Why are you happy?
First off, what do you mean together?
Yeah.
Second off, Devin Archer do kind of look like a Peter Puffer.
You bet he could suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Probably. But I don't care. Yeah. It's just weird that you worded it that way. Mm-hmm. Like, something don't seem right here. But the fact that he is talking about...
He did say in there, which was also a little weird, looking forward to meeting with you and Hunter again.
Yeah.
Why are you meeting with them? He's a business partner.
So did you know about the businesses or no? Because you said you didn't know, but...
He also said that
now you're talking about meeting with your son's business partner, and it's like...
But he also specifically said that he's never talked to any of his business partners.
Weird, because he definitely has.
He literally just said he did.
Well, and then Devin Archer talks about over 20 times at minimum.
Calling into... conveniently during a conference call or during a conference that they're having.
It keeps getting more and more compelling that something is going on and that we're being lied to.
Yeah, 100%.
So, but here's the thing. The whole Devin Archer thing starts with this guy. So, go to this.
Former chief prosecutor Yuri Lutsenko revealed to NBC News today he was in frequent contact with President Trump's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani.
I have spoken with him maybe 10 times.
And was Giuliani asking you about the Bidens?
Yes.
He says Giuliani...
Hold on a minute. Is this the same guy that did the interview with Elon Musk and he got fucking shit on?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I think it's a different guy.
Okay.
Wanted to work with Ukrainian officials to investigate Joe Biden and his son Hunter.
Did he say, yes, we should do this? We should set up a joint committee?
She said me that, yes, it is a good idea.
Did it ever happen?
I have never received any request on these issues.
Lutsenko had investigated Ukrainian energy company Burisma, a company that paid Hunter Biden to serve on its board, while his father was vice president with special responsibility for Ukraine policy.
Did you find any corruption by then Vice President Biden or abuse of power or corruption by Joe Biden's son, Hunter?
I don't know any possible violation of Ukrainian law, once again, Ukrainian law, by Biden and Biden Jr.
So, if you don't know who this guy is, I would like to direct you to overlay 3, Lonnie. Ah, shit. Again. All right, click the image 4 there. Properties up top, or that's fine. Same place, Embers of Liberty. Then go to News Images and Ukrainian prosecutor. There we go. So, a Kyiv court has sentenced Yuri Lutsenko, an opposition politician and former interior minister, to 4 years in prison for embezzlement and charges of abuse of office. After the 7-year sentence handed to blah, 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 the opposition leader in October, the ruling is expected to further strain Ukraine's relations with the European Union and the U.S. Now, that still doesn't tell you who Yuri Lutsenko is. So, go back to the full screen there. and then go to the next video. And it's all going to make sense in just a second.
Uno momento, por favor.
Oh.
Not wanting his corruption exposed, Joe Biden swung into action using U.S. loan guarantees as hostage while demanding Shokin be fired. Amazingly, Joe Biden now brags about his actions in this matter.
Yeah. I remember going over convincing our team or others to convincing that we should be providing for loan guarantees. And I went over, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to the press conference. I said, no, I said, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting $1 billion. I said, you're not getting $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired. And they put in place someone who was solid.
Hey, Cody.
Guess who that person who was solid was?
This time you're recognized.
Let's Cinco.
It's Cody.
Now, if he's so solid, why was he in prison for corruption prior to being released by the new regime that came into power in Ukraine? Doesn't sound like he's solid to me.
Sounds pretty shady.
So,
something screwy.
Here's the thing. You have to follow all of this from present day backwards to really get to the bottom of what's been happening.
Oh, jeez.
At the end of the day, they put in someone who was going to help protect them. Someone who tried to feed information to Rudy Giuliani and played a key role in the Trump impeachment with Cinco. So the more you try to tell me that there's nothing there, the more I don't believe you, because the deeper I dig. I'm sorry. These are just the facts. Like, and if you don't like the facts, then you're not in the right fucking place.
And what's really crazy about this is they know that the majority of people won't go past the headline. They won't look past just the surface of all this that's going on. And it's not hidden. That's the crazy part.
It's not. It's freely available. It took me less than 30 minutes to find all that stuff.
It's so brazen and out in the open because they know people are just going to believe what they're told and not believe what they actually see.
Reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. That was the party's greatest command.
Yep. In other nudes. Did you hear that? That was an accident.
That's a nice Freudian slip there.
That was unintentional. This man has a larger gap in his teeth than the gap of Rohan.
Yeah, that's Michael Strahan.
That's literally his...
That's his trademark look.
I was about to say Dumbledore fell through that with the Balrog.
He's
but it wasn't.
That wasn't Dumbledore. That was Gandalf.
It was Gandalf. I drank a little bit this evening.
That gap is so big you can drive an 18-wheeler through it.
You notice I'm kind of quiet over here this evening. I've drank a lot this evening.
Thank God. Maybe you should drink more often.
I'm kind of retarded.
It's Joe. He's kind of retarded. Anyway, in other news, while President Joe Biden has been in power, what have we been doing a lot of?
Sending money to Ukraine.
That's part of it. What else have we been doing a lot of?
Raising gas prices?
We've been doing a lot of spending money that we don't have.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Which has led to the next topic. Our credit rating.
Kate, I blame it on the goose. I blame it on the goose, Kate.
Our credit rating has been degraded.
Yep.
To a AA+ from a AAA.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Which I would imagine is still pretty decent.
I mean, yeah, but let's listen to why.
News overnight. A Wall Street ratings agency downgrading the U.S. credit rating. Fitch Ratings citing increased federal debt and 20 years of declining standards of governance in the U.S. Rebecca Jarvis is here with what that means for you.
Hold on. Did he just say declining standards of governance?
What? No.
No way.
No.
There's no way this is real.
Hold on. He did say that.
But they're probably going to say it was because of Trump.
He did say that, and they also put it in quotations down here. Look at that.
Yeah, but they're probably saying it's Trump, and that Joe Biden's probably trying to bring.
Damn, this is pretty
If
fucking
it was
delayed.
Trump, it would have happened under Donald Trump. As much as everybody hated Donald Trump, they never would have let this go until the Biden administration to downgrade the credit rating, and you know it as well as I do.
I'm just saying.
You know, there is not a person in this country that fucking believes that they wouldn't have downgraded the credit rating.
If they would have done it under Trump,
because of Trump.
Look, if they would have done it under Trump, it would have been Trump this, Trump that. It's all Trump's fault.
That's all they're doing already. That's been the news cycle for the past 7 fucking years, and I'm so tired of it.
Look, and here's the thing too: if Trump got a second term, back to back terms,
none of this shit would be happening.
They probably would have created another standard, but higher.
Yeah, it would have been
because
S.
our economy was fucking booming.
I'm surprised they didn't go ahead and downgrade it to an F for fucked up. As someone who's dealt with fucked up credit for a long time, it fucking sucks.
Yep.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Indeed.
You're wild.
I'm
Good morning,
loving
Rebecca.
these new buttons.
Good morning to you, Michael. And just like everyone watching right now has a credit report that determines whether they can borrow money and how much they will pay to take on that new debt, the U.S. government has its own credit rating. And now for the first time since 2011, that rating has been downgraded. Fitch downgrading it from AAA status to AA+ status. So what does that mean in real terms? Well, right now...
Damn. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Happened under Obama. Happening under Joe Biden.
It's almost like there's a pattern here.
Almost.
The U.S. government has about $31 trillion in debt. That debt is growing, and
that's a huge
expected to exceed the total size of the U.S. economy in very short order. And as this downgrade takes place, it makes it potentially harder for the government to borrow money and more expensive. Now, we haven't seen that play out yet, but if it were to, it would potentially raise taxes and create cuts in certain government spending, meaning fewer government programs in the future. At this point, what we've seen in the stock market is a relatively muted response, and part of that is that nothing here is new other than the announcement itself. It acknowledges what's happened in the past, and it acknowledges the problem going forward, which is that the U.S. government has too much debt and doesn't have a way to take it down. And Washington, at this point in time, doesn't seem to have any kind of agreement around how to deal with the issue. Michael?
Well, no, we hope they don't have to cut government programs.
That's not possible.
That's not possible.
We don't need to watch this.
So, this is the only second time in history. Well, I think the first was in 2011.
Yep.
Who was president then?
Obama.
We literally just said that. Yeah, you weren't paying attention because you were Googling
I was
stuff.
making a point.
I already made that point.
So.
And then again under Joe Biden.
It's uncanny. Right? It's so weird.
It's bizarre.
It's vid.
So vid. But anyway, you know what? I wanted to talk about that next thing, but I really don't. Instead, I would like to go ahead and move on to Chats with Pop Pop.
What?
The lights are on. Nobody's home. And that internet is slow as shit. So, here we go. This is Chats with Pop Pop.
I like my coffee dark.
Okay.
This dude is so weak, he can't even make the coffee mug make a clink noise.
Well, it's not that.
I think there's carpet on that table.
It's not that that's the point. It's the fact that he's trying to play on the Dark Brandon.
That's like the time he took his sunglasses out, put them on.
Yeah. First off, nobody believes you. There is adrenochrome in that glass.
You are drinking the blood of children.
Welcome to Joe's Conspiracy Corner.
Trust the plan.
There really wasn't much.
Let's look at the color of his lips here.
I like my coffee dark.
Nope. That was Metamucil.
Well, you know,
gotta get that fiber.
He can like his coffee dark all he wants, but nobody's buying Dark Brandon. Okay? Nobody. We're not scared of Dark Brandon because, you know, that thing that you keep saying that, you know, we need a little more than a gun, that we need maybe some F-15s or some nukes. Well, your F-15s are our F-15s because we have an all-volunteer military. And I would wager that about 80% of active duty military would disobey you and turn on you in a heartbeat because you are a piece of shit.
Smell like failure.
And that has been Chats with Pop Pop.
I kind of want to see what this COVID admission thing is.
Nah, it's not really that good.
Just give us a brief.
Basically, a reporter was on a hot mic and she basically said, you don't need that. She basically said that we didn't give enough credit to the lab leak theory. Here? Yes, there is. And we're going to move straight into the new... oh yeah, you'll have to click at it. Sorry. Yep. You know, the typical. It's no longer This Week on Twitter because Twitter has been rebranded to X.
But as a farewell.
No, there's no farewell. It's still the same old Twitter. All right. So that's just the same screen as before. So go to the first tweet, please. The White House, they've bigly tweeted. No, I'm not going to do it like that this time. Bidenomics. By the way, I want some fucking royalties for that because I coined Bidenomics years before you did. Jobs created by president average per month. And look at Joe Biden way up there and Donald Trump way down below. Lying again is super embarrassing when almost every single tweet that you put out about this gets immediately shit on by community notes saying that you can't count jobs regained from COVID.
Yep. If they were pre-existing and they just kind of went on hiatus and then they came back, it's not really created.
You didn't create shit.
It's new jobs.
And I'm sorry, but Bidenomics is a joke. Next tweet, please. Vice President Kamala Harris going into the same exact lie. 13.4 million jobs added. Give her a bullshit.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
Bullshit.
We got to give her a few extras because I'm sure we're going to need in the future.
The unemployment rate may be near its lowest level in over half a century, but that's because people are having to work 2 jobs.
Bullshit.
And inflation has fallen 12 months in a row, except for my grocery bill ain't going down.
Bullshit.
Wages are up. That's weird, because I got a pay cut. Bidenomics is working.
Bullshit.
It's not, though. It's not, though.
I'm working 2
Smell like
jobs.
failure.
Giggles, you do smell like failure. Go to the next tweet.
Why is he wearing a mask?
First off, this is from January 6th.
Okay.
Of 2020.
Okay.
When nobody should have been wearing a mask, but they still were. Or 2021, sorry.
I don't trust anything.
Representative,
you say after you've been banging Fang.
Representative Eric Small Dick Energy.
It's not the only thing you gavelled, boy.
Tweeted on January 6th, I gavelled the House in to start the day. A few hours later, when Trump's terrorists attacked the chamber, I texted my wife that I loved her and to kiss our children goodbye for me. It's time for justice to be served. I will take things that never fucking happened for 1,000, Alex.
I don't trust anything that dumbass says.
First of all, you probably texted your wife and Fang and told them both you loved them.
Indeed, he did. Now,
matter of fact, I would argue he didn't text his wife. He just texted Fang.
Yeah, probably.
True.
Now, here's the thing.
His wife is sitting at home going, "What the fuck?"
In the comments of that tweet, I saw a retweet of the mask being covered up, and it's got text on it that says "Will remove for dick." So that tells you about everything you need to know about Eric Small Dick Energy. I just think it's hilarious that he thinks that people actually believe this shit.
You know what I say?
Liar!
Indeed. Next tweet. Giggles again.
I'm ready.
Assault weapons are weapons of war that were designed to kill a lot of people quickly. They have no place on the streets of civil society. Congress must pass an assault weapons ban. To which Garanthum, one of my favorite gun YouTubers,
it's fantastic.
laughed my ass off. And yet they account for the fewest murders. Why don't you go get the assault weapons y'all left in Afghanistan?
Woo.
Oh. Oof. Mic drop.
Give it an oof.
Oof. I did. You just didn't hear it.
I said it at the same time. Oof. That. Apply cold water to burned area.
Hey, you know what I say to Grantham? He just gives me a big old stiffy every time I see him.
Yes.
Look, I'm going to tell my wife, that's my hall pass guy. Damn it.
Fair enough, man.
I mean,
fair enough.
Look, you go on a date, you get to shoot all those cool guns. You get to
maybe blow up a ballistics gelatin dummy with an artillery cannon.
I mean, that
you might have to suck a little dick after, but it might be worth it.
Hey, as long as he lets me wear that helmet.
You damn right. Next tweet, please. Adam Kinzinger. Adam.
Cry, baby, kissing.
Adam. Donald Trump must never ever touch power again. We need an uncomfortable alliance between left, middle, and sane right. This election is not about tax rates or the size of government. We can debate later. It's about the survival of our republic.
It is about tax rates and the size of our government.
Yes, it is. And also, didn't you cry over January 6th on live TV? Why don't you shut the fuck up, you beta male bitch? Also, you're not in Congress anymore because rather than face the wrath of your voters, you chose to not run again because you knew that you were going to lose. So, fuck you.
Eat a dick.
Thank you, Joe.
I was
Next
wondering
tweet.
when we were going to get to do one.
And then there's this guy.
Oh my gosh, this freaking guy. This guy makes me want to take a shit, eat it, and shit it back out again.
Him and Chris and then eat it again.
And then eat it again.
Him and Chris Mowry are the biggest idiots to ever have a platform. Okay, I'm talking way more retarded than Alex Jones could ever be.
I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm kind of retarded.
So this kid, who's 21 years old and knows absolutely fucking nothing about the world. He basically gets paid because girls think he's cute. When really, it's more like boys think he's cute because he looks like a little girl. He constantly tweets, Trump is terrified. He's lashing out and doing absurd things, like threatening prosecutors because he's scared that he'll spend the rest of his life in prison. Trump is garbage. He belongs in a cell, not the Oval Office. Yeah, and you need to go back to your mom's basement and shut the fuck up.
And he did.
And that has been This Week on X.
Get out. Okay.
Get out.
Get out of here.
So, while we're on the subject of him, let's pull up Twitter. X. Whatever.
You know, I wonder, is it still twitter.com?
Yes.
Let's say, I wonder if what happens when you just type in x.com?
I don't know. Probably nothing good.
Twitter comes up.
Does it?
Yep.
Nice.
I'm just wondering if like Elon Musk was like, let's see what happens.
look up Chris Mowrey. Mowrey.
Oh, I thought you said Bowery.
No, Mowrey.
I thought you said Bowery too.
Go on down. Keep going.
Way down, you know.
Way down. I'm looking for videos. Keep going.
Cody,
down.
you are at. Where is he at?
He's at Sturgis.
Sturgis, that's right. You're at Sturgis. We know you're doing fine. You're seeing women rocking around half naked. We know you're fine.
Yeah, right there. I don't know what this is, but
don't have to.
It's got to be stupid because it happened on my birthday. So go ahead and.
You literally went from bitching at me, being like, oh, you just don't like Trump because Orange Man Mean on Twitter, he didn't do anything wrong, to looking at me and being like, well, he didn't get charged with seditious conspiracy, so he can still run even if he's in jail, 70 plus felony counts, I'll still vote for him. Do you know how silly you, I was right the whole time. Crazy. How crazy you are.
First off, clean your room, you fucking child. Second off, get a fucking haircut. And third off, learn to fucking have a stable camera if you're going to talk to people on a video.
And I'll throw in a bonus one. Take that fucking ring off your finger.
Yeah, ain't nobody marrying you. Actually, you know what? I think him and Harry Sisson are married.
Blood pirates.
I will say that it is kind of funny how people are like, I'm still going to vote for him. He has 70 or this and that. But yeah, I mean, he's right about that.
Keep going down. See that right there. That's the only
Corey
reason.
likes Biden.
Okay, first off.
Okay, Joe Exotic.
The only reason that he has a platform is because some pubescent girl is losing her shit thinking that he's the hottest thing ever.
No, the really reason he has an account is because he's getting paid.
Yes.
Both of them. It's been proven.
He is a delightfully unremarkable human being. He is not intelligent. Find the clip of him and find the clip of him on the Tom Dillon podcast.
Oh yeah. No, put that out. Don't put that.
Yeah, because that, to me, that's the best. It's not on here. You're gonna have to search it on YouTube. Okay. It's seriously. You pay these kids to do this, and then they go on a podcast and they make a mockery of themselves. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I don't understand it. I don't understand how these kids made any money at all.
Oh man, it's not even popping up. There it is.
What's his last name? He's on that first one up there.
Yeah, that's a 30-minute long thing. Add in Harry Sisson at the top. Sisson. Yeah, there it is.
All right, so
look, I mean, paid DNC shills. What the hell?
Followers, like, it's bad, right? And I really want to be that person that like reaches the other side, because Democrats, I mean, they're horrible at their jobs, right? They do a lot of shitty things. Although I'll vote for them all the time, but it's also hard in the space to criticize them.
That's a good. Can we clip that quote? They're horrible
please
at their
don't.
jobs.
Please don't clip that. Please. Like, I've actually done it before. I've criticized like Democrats, like specifically.
Please don't.
Wait a minute.
Oh, hold on now. Wait a minute. Something
and
right
old
here.
other dude over there just like, look at my hair over my eye. I'm so hot.
They literally have no clue. This is the proof.
They have no clue.
Unless they're given a script to follow before they do their Twitter videos. This is what you get, which they contradict themselves instantly.
Because they're stupid.
They don't even know it until he said, "Hey, clip that."
Yeah.
He didn't even know he said something wrong.
He's on a podcast talking shit about the people who pay him.
I feel bad for Gen Z because these are the people they have representing them.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's not even just them. It's people like David Hogg who, again, enrich themselves on the bodies of their dead classmates.
Right.
Like, dude. And these guys are no better. They're always, it's the guns. It's not guns. It's a people problem. A gun by itself is doing nothing.
These are the most beta male looking son bitches.
Speaking of guns, have you seen the Babylon B one? About the AR-15?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
We should make that the funny.
We should definitely make that the funny.
Okay.
I'm on board with that. Because we are coming up on time and, you know. AR-15 on trial.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh my god.
Is this funny?
Yes.
This is going to be the funny. All right. Well,
You're
it's
welcome,
time for
folks.
the funny.
Look, we know you did it, so just come clean, and we can make a deal.
All right, look, you want to play it that way? You're going to go away for a long time if this goes to trial. Just
Say something!
hey, it's no use. He's not talking.
Just give me 5 minutes alone with him, I'll make him talk. No! It's not worth it! It's not worth it! You wipe that smug look off your face!
I intend to prove that gun right there, willfully and with malice aforethought, did shoot my client, the victim.
I have to object. On what grounds? On the grounds that my client is an inanimate object.
Overruled. You'll have the opportunity to make that argument when you present your case.
But, Your Honor, it's not an argument. It's a fact. You can all see it, right? It can't have forethought. It can't have any thought. It's a thing.
I said overruled. Now, everyone knows that guns are responsible for gun crime. If it's a thing, then how can it be responsible? Now, no more irrelevant outbursts in my courtroom.
One more for good measure. Come on.
Please point to who shot you.
It was that gun. It was that gun over there.
I have nothing further, Ron.
Your witness.
Okay, what the heck? Sir, I am sorry that someone shot you.
Someone? That gun over there.
But did you happen to see someone holding the gun?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, guns don't shoot themselves, right?
That gun shot me. You're right here,
Right? But do you see how the gun is just sitting in the chair? It can't shoot you. Someone would have to pick it up, wouldn't they? Like this.
Oh, it's moving by itself.
No!
It's happening again, Caleb.
Can you see the guy holding the gun?
So I saw it pointing at him. And then the next thing I knew, it was shooting.
By itself.
I don't understand.
Did you see someone holding it and pulling the trigger?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
Sustained. Please stick to the relevant issue.
How is a person pulling the trigger not relevant?
We have a problem with guns in this country. We do not have a problem with people pulling triggers. Unless... Did you happen to see a white conservative domestic terrorist pulling the trigger? No, nothing like that. Then yes, objection sustained. In the matter of the people versus AR-15, have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
And how do you find?
On the charge of assault with a deadly itself, we find the defendant guilty.
Okay, this is crazy. You can't find an object guilty. It doesn't make any sense. But am I the only sane one here? If I were to pick up this mug and hurl it at someone, would you arrest the mug?
Remove this thing from my courtroom immediately!
What charges, Your Honor?
Attempted mugging.
Oh my gosh. Oh, dang it.
Babylon B, man, killing it. Always.
Oh my god.
Well, since we're near the end of the show, I'd just like to point out, well, we are still getting closer to World War III.
Okay, you're going to have to elaborate on that one.
So over here on MSN.com, we have Strait of Malacca. World War III starts? Question mark.
You want to throw that on the show notes so that we can just put it on the screen?
Okay.
Instead of just
I'm not in, just
listening
go to MSN and type it in because I'm not logged into the show notes.
You know what, Joe? No.
It's a lot easier to do that.
Smell like failure.
You said MSN what now?
Just type in World War III starts.
Not man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Give me a break.
Matter of fact, it may pop up right there in the front. It was on the MSN homepage. Yep.
Right there.
It's on a different website.
Go for it, Joe.
So, instead, a narrow stretch of water, laconic, shallow, and light blue, has the potential to become the most consequential corner of the globe. The Strait of Malacca is where mounting tensions between India and China could fully ignite.
I don't think it's Malacca, by the way. I think it's
Whatever.
Malacca.
Malacca. Listen here, Aaron. In the coming decades, the world's most significant geopolitical flashpoint may not be Ukraine, Kashmir, or the 38th parallel. Instead, a narrow stretch of water.
You've already read that part. Go down.
All right. The strait nestled between the Malay Peninsula and the Indonesian island of Sumatra functions as the primary shipping channel between the Pacific and Indian Oceans. In connecting all of Asia's massive economies together, the strait serves as the world's second busiest waterway behind the English Channel. Each year, more than 83,000 vessels traverse the narrow route, and every day, roughly 60 million barrels of oil flow through the strait. Accordingly, the Strait of Malacca is a crucial choke point dictating control of the entire Asian sphere. Asia's two biggest economies, India and China, are mortal adversaries. Centuries of border disputes and economic nationalism have tainted Sino-Indian relations. Not too long ago, the two countries engaged in a series of border disputes over Ladakh? I don't know. In one such incident, indicative of the extreme vitriol between the countries, Indian and Chinese troops fought to the death in the dark for 6 hours using stones, rods, and clubs embedded with nails. Perhaps the only thing that has so far prevented a full-scale conflict between the world's two most populous nations is the impenetrable Himalayan mountain range, serving as a natural buffer.
So India and China are fucking with each other. Shocker.
They fought with clubs.
Yeah, and India whooped that ass.
Wow.
Have you seen the videos of the border crossing conflicts where they like literally?
We haven't even talked about that.
Dude, India.
He's talking about that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the U.S. border.
No. What the fuck? Why the fuck would I be talking about that?
I don't know.
I just literally asked you if you've seen the border crossing conflicts between India and China.
No, we'll explain.
You're talking about they beat each other with clubs and stones? Yeah, they don't use their weapons because they don't want to escalate. So they'll literally resort to like fist fighting and hitting each other with like steel pipes and stuff. It's fucking hilarious.
I wonder if there's video.
Yeah.
We'll bring it up.
Yeah. We need this.
It's fucking hilarious.
Also, we should. I forgot to put it in the show notes because I completely forgot about it. But we need to talk about Space Command.
Oh yeah.
You talking about how they decided to keep it?
No.
Okay.
You misspelled border.
Here. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, this is from 2 years ago too.
Yeah, it's been going on forever. Oh. Chivalry! Can you guess who's getting shoved and drowned right now? China. Look, man, all I'm saying is the people of India fight fucking Bengal tigers in their backyards, alright?
Yeah. It's like the Australians. They fought fucking kangaroos in their backyard. Wait. Hold on. Pause it. You mean to tell me that this footage emerged in the middle of a pandemic? And these guys are within
alive?
6 feet of each other?
And they're alive?
Dead?
What?
What? Huh.
So, Patty Whack says they're actually just fighting over what seasonings make the best curry. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
that's funny.
There was a better one that I saw too, though.
I do quite like me some.
It's actually this
chicken curry.
Really good.
Oh god, what is this?
So there's China.
Hey, they're wearing their masks, okay?
China is?
Yeah.
Some of them, yeah.
It's too late, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Yeah, some of them are wearing masks. Dude, the Indians are like, hell no, bro. This is my land.
They don't fuck around, okay? And they add this suspenseful.
Oh, this was in 2021.
Yeah, and they add this suspenseful music, but it's really not that suspenseful because this literally happens like every day.
For the Kama Sutra. They're like, for the Kama Sutra.
The Chinese were told not to repeat such actions as to keep peace at the border.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
What is the deal with these hats?
They're Indian.
They look like chef hats. Almost, kind of.
Stupid. Dude, leave them alone.
I don't understand.
They look at you and they go, "Fat man, ha ha ha." He looked like ball.
You're thinking of Asians. These are Indians.
What?
Like, there's a lot of fat Indian
they're
people.
Asian, right?
They are Asian.
They are, but I'm talking about Chinese and Japanese. You do know Indian people. There's a lot of fat Indian people. Like there's a lot of fat Indian people.
Are there though? I don't see very many fat Indian people in there.
He's not skinny.
That doesn't mean he's fat. He's just a big guy.
Now the one in the back,
this guy
next to the guy with the
big.
beige hat, he is fat.
Looks like he probably has some meat on him.
And that guy,
this guy
right there, yeah,
and that guy?
looks like Indian Elvis.
Look at that. He's a Dapper Dan man.
God damn it, I'm a Dapper Dan man.
But so for reference,
don't mess with my blue sweat shoes.
So For reference, Joe, you put this many Americans in in the room.
Oh
How
yeah.
many of
I mean,
them are
there's
fat?
definitely going to be more fat ones.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
But shut up.
100%. Pennywhack says, I deal directly with China for work, and we still get notifications that deliveries can't be made due to lockdowns. Yeah, I mean, that
don't surprise me at all. They actually do have...
They have a zero... They have a zero
Blue
COVID
suede
policy
sandals.
there.
Don't step on my blue suede sandals.
But sure. I mean,
so China actually does have quote unquote concentration camps for the infected. That's on camera.
well,
Like there's
what else?
video
they have
of
that. They have concentration camps for Uyghur Muslims. They have. I mean, it's just.
You know what else they have?
It's-
People welded into their fucking apartments.
Yes.
Really? I haven't heard that one.
That's what they were doing when COVID
Dude,
started.
I never heard that one.
They did that recently with
Wow.
the second wave. It showed a video of someone taking a video outside their window of their apartment in Shanghai, and literally you can hear people literally just screaming at the top of their lungs because they're literally welded their door shut.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you have authoritarians in charge.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, that country is governed by one person. I mean, we've all seen the video where they walked out the old guy from the big, government meeting that they were having, and the guy was like, "No, I don't want to go," and they were like, "You're going, motherfucker. You're going." So,
China's a scary place, man. China is. Was that a fart?
Yes, it was.
I literally thought you just went over to the mic and went.
Nope, that was a good one, Lonnie. That was a good one.
I had one earlier, but it was muffled by the
I need
chair.
you to add that to the show notes that happened at. Well, never mind. Fuck it.
He says, "Oh yeah, they will lock down entire towns." Greetings from the interior.
That's classic Patty.
Hold on.
What it was at 10:56 p.m. But I don't know
I
how
already
long
looked-
into the show that is.
I looked right down here.
Oh, okay.
So, 2. Is that right? Well, hold on.
Just do 1 minute 19 or 1 hour and 19 minutes.
So it's not confusing.
Yeah, we'll find it. We'll find it. That'll be in the best of. But anyway, I mean we are out of time for tonight, so we'll talk about Space Command next week and the fact that it's being put in Colorado for some stupid fucking reason. But
Quality of life.
Yeah, quality of life, my ass. We just put man on the moon, you motherfuckers. Anyway, with the help of the Nazis. Take them or leave them, man. They helped us get to the moon. Whatever.
Well,
not saying
Warner
that-
von Braun openly actually, from what I've seen,
He was a Nazi.
But he was not happy with his work
I mean,
for the Nazis.
Yeah, he defected for a reason.
Right.
But
doesn't mean he wasn't a
I mean,
Nazi
that's
at
neither
one
here nor
point.
there. I mean, at the end of the day, we all agree that Nazis are bad.
Right.
So,
but I'm not defending Nazism. I'm saying that
no,
I feel
but
like
I
he
mean,
was one of
without
those
some of their
people-
scientists, we wouldn't have
Look,
made
he
it. We wouldn't have done half
look,
the shit that we did.
He
right?
was still a Nazi, but he wasn't a dedicated Nazi.
He wasn't a willing Nazi. He was kind of one of those hey, if you don't work for us, we're going to kill you and your entire family.
Yeah, probably.
But because I do believe one of his quotes was something along the lines of about one of his rockets was it was the most beautiful thing ever. It just landed on the wrong planet or something like that.
We'll have to look into it. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember much about Werner von Braun, to be completely honest. I know he was a Nazi, but, whatever.
I do think that Operation Paperclip was pretty shady, though. That's a pretty shady thing that we did.
Yeah. Okay, first off, let's go back to that comment. What the fuck has our government ever done that hasn't been shady?
I mean, true.
So,
I rest my case, Your Honor.
That's a fair statement, Patty.
yeah, I mean, it's a fair statement.
Fair statement.
I can't refute it, and I can't argue against it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So.
I don't know too much about it. I just know like little snippets, so I'm just kind of regurgitating the snippets I know.
Regardless of the
more
fact,
interested in what's going on right now, but
right,
really,
but next Saturday, Oppenheimer.
Possibly.
We did say next weekend.
Well, so Kate has to work.
I'm not talking about big, like, we don't got to go to lunch and all that stuff. I mean, we can get, like, Taco Bell and go to the movies.
Could you listen? Kate has to work.
Okay.
So.
We can work around it.
Maybe Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, we can work around it, like I said.
Sunday will work better.
Maybe. I have to see. I have to see if I don't or have to work all day.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Like I said, we'll figure it out. Yeah. I like that.
We all talk all week, so. Anyway.
Or we could go Friday evening.
Nope.
Friday
Game
night.
night.
Game night.
Yep.
With who?
Dungeons and Dragons. Game night. Get over it. We enjoy it. We have a good time.
I know, it's okay. I'll still be Cody, when you we can only come back, or we can only wait so long to go see Oppenheimer, man. Eventually it won't be in theaters no more.
Not to mention we don't even like Cody.
I like Cody.
I'm kidding.
He does that thing with the teeth where, you know.
He calls it the grinder.
Okay. Babe, I understand that it's Starfinder, but
damn it,
I'm
Justin.
talking to Joe.
Damn it,
Okay?
Justin.
Yeah, you gotta.
All you gotta say, it's a role play. We role play.
It's tabletop.
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 Yeah. I know what that is.
Anywho. Been a
I
hell of a
seriously
show,
think
guys.
we have a noise gate because like that just.
I mean, there is a noise gate in OBS. We just haven't got it set up properly. Would
Yeah,
you
just like
fucking
that.
stop?
My ticks are acting up.
I'm about to slap him like I
I
did.
had another fart. He messed it up.
Make your ball clench up.
No, I farted, but he couldn't hear it over your fucking screaming.
I know what we're missing. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
It's true.
It's not there. I gotta find that one. Okay. Anyway.
Did you have to redo all the clips? Were they all pretty much erased?
Yes, I had to redo everything.
Oh, it sucks.
The whole show has been redone from top to bottom. You're welcome.
Hey, you do a good job, man. Seriously, I mean that sincerely.
I try. But, yes, that's a good idea, Lonnie.
What else do we say?
I don't know. We're also missing the how many times do we have to teach you this lesson?
Oh, no. We do use that one.
We use that one quite a bit.
Yeah. We need one that like just says like, well, shit.
No, we've got bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Anyway, it's been a fun show, guys.
It was good.
And if you're here and you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, give us a like.
Patty, it's
Subscribe
good to
the
see
channel.
you in our chat box. You know, we know that you may not share all our political viewpoints, but we do appreciate the support.
I don't know you, Patty,
Yep,
but
sure do.
hello.
So, anyway, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe,
I miss you, Cody.
all that stuff.
I really wanted to go to Los Arcos the other night, but you weren't here, and I don't know. It's not the same without Cody.
So you still
I really
without you.
would like for you to shut the fuck up so I can finish the show.
You want that other nipple to grow a little bit? Shut it.
I done got you once, man. Me love you a long time, Cody.
What can I get for $5?
Suck it, $5. All right. Again, since Joe keeps rudely interrupting me,
I'm ready to go to bed.
if you're enjoying the content and you haven't, leave us a comment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon. You will always be notified when we go live. This is our second week back from summer break, so still getting the kinks worked out of some stuff, but
And you got a double feature tonight.
we're here. You did get a double feature because power went out. So, but with that, I'm Justin.
I'm Joe.
I'm Lonnie.
Tally ho, lads.